Ever get that sense of deja vu that you've done this before? And then you wonder to yourself, is something wrong here? You shrug it off and get back to your game, probably while this video is playing in the background with Reddit open on your second monitor. In just the past 2 years, the gaming industry appears to have released AAA game after AAA game that don't seem to feel just right, and you would be justified in that earlier feeling of deja vu, as all the top-selling AAA games released in 2022 and 2021, except perhaps one or two exceptions, appear to be sequels or rehashes of established franchises or clones of an oversaturated genre. While this is not a deviation from the standard practice in the entertainment industry, like movies or books, we as gamers always thought that gaming had endless possibilities. But is the industry the problem, or are we?
Am I so out of touch? No, it's the
games industry.
No, we're wrong.
In recent years, the gaming industry has seen a surge in popularity of certain game genres, such as survival games, first-person shooters, open world, rogue-like, and action RPGs. It's only a matter of time we start seeing the mashups of these, like the coveted first-person, open-world, survival action roguelite, looter-shooter extraction RPG. While these genres have proven to be commercially successful, they have also led to a certain degree of homogenization in the types of games that are being produced. Many games within these genres share similar mechanics and gameplay loops, resulting in a sense of familiarity that can be both comforting and limiting. For example, survival games often feature similar mechanics such as crafting, resource management, hunger, and thirst.
Seek fluid intake.
Action RPGs can feel similar in terms of character progression and skill systems. First-person shooters often feature very similar weapon types and gameplay modes. With open-world games, quest objectives, story structures, area unlocks almost seem copy and pasted from each other. And while these mechanics can make for a compelling and challenging gameplay experience, they can also feel repetitive and formulaic when used over and over in multiple games, with almost identical implementations. While there's nothing inherently wrong with games in a certain genre sharing similar mechanics and gameplay loops, it can create a sense of sameness that can be limiting in terms of innovation and creativity. Overall, while popular game genres can be enjoyable and commercially successful, it is important for the gaming industry to continue to explore new ideas and take risks in order to foster innovation and creativity. By doing so, developers can create unique and memorable gaming experiences that stand out from the crowd and offer gamers a fresh perspective on the medium. However, despite the endless possibilities that gaming promises, the industry is often constrained by a variety of factors that influence gaming development and production. Tight schedules, high costs, and the risk of investing in a new idea or IP are just some of the challenges that developers and publishers face. These challenges can make it more appealing to stick with established franchises and genre tropes that have a proven track record and a built-in fanbase. And this is one of the biggest reasons why the industry may be leaning towards these soulless sequels, cookie-cutter clones, and lazy cash-grab remasters. The gamers themselves, as they may be more likely to buy the games that they are familiar with. This can create a self-perpetuating cycle in which publishers and developers feel pressured, or rather be more financially motivated, to keep churning out the same type of games to meet demand, as this is an easy way to turn a profit without having to take any real risks or come up with anything new, such as a new IP or innovate on a game genre. Furthermore, it can be difficult for these new IPs to gain traction and tend to get squeezed out in an industry that is dominated by heavily and easily marketable established franchises. At this point of the video, you might be thinking to yourself, I'm not the kind of gamer that falls easily to the marketing or hype created by this machine. And you would be right, but I would like to direct you to the title of the video: why video games are not made for you anymore, or perhaps why games are aimed at a less discerning demographic: the casual gamer. The casual player represents a much larger audience than the normal or even hardcore gamer. By targeting these players, game developers can tap into a wider market and reach a larger audience. These games are often designed for shorter play sessions, which can be more appealing to players who don't have a lot of free time or who are looking for a quick distraction. The games are designed to be more accessible and easier to pick up and play too. This can make them more appealing to those who may not have time or the inclination to invest in a more complex or demanding game. Not to mention, it makes the player feel good as well. They are typically available on multiple platforms, including mobile devices, consoles, and PCs. They have simple, intuitive mechanics that can be quickly and easily understood, which opens them up to new customers that are not familiar with gaming or who may find complex gaming daunting. Casual games tend to also have a low learning curve, meaning that players can quickly and easily get started without needing to spend a lot of time learning a game's mechanics or controls. All this leads to an ease of development, as developing these casual games tends to be easier and less time consuming than creating more complex titles. In turn, This makes them more appealing to game developers and publishers who may be looking to create a quick and easy game that can be developed and released in a shorter period of time, and on a strict budget, which brings us back to the copy and paste feel of games, including their UI and gameplay. While there will always be a place in the gaming world for complex and demanding titles, the popularity of casual games is a testament to the fact that there is a huge audience of players who are looking for simpler, more accessible gaming experiences, and the publishers are willing to take the safe and easy bet to cash in. Despite these challenges, there are still opportunities for innovation and creativity in the gaming industry. By taking calculated risks and investing in new IPs, developers can create unique and memorable gaming experiences that stand out from the crowd. However, ultimately, the success of a game depends on the variety of factors, from marketing campaigns to its gameplay mechanics, as there is still no guarantee that a sequel or rehash will be a hit with gamers. As gamers, we have the power to shape the industry by supporting games and developers that are pushing boundaries and taking risks. While the AAA titles may dominate the market and headlines, there are countless smaller developers and indie studios working on amazing games that deserve our attention and support. So how can you help? Seek out new and upcoming games that are trying something different. Look out for games that explore new genres, experiment with gameplay mechanics, or even tell unique stories. These games may not have the same level of polish or production value as a AAA title, but they often make up for it with creativity and innovation. Support these games by sharing them with your friends, and if you feel like they deserve it, leave a positive review. Finally, you can also support these indie developers and smaller studios by purchasing the game directly from their websites. By doing so, you're not only helping boost the profile of these games and their developers, but you're also sending a message to the industry that you value creativity and originality. This helps these developers continue creating amazing games with unique and engaging gaming experiences. In short, by seeking out and supporting these smaller developers, new IPs, and genre-improving games, we can help to shape the industry in a positive direction and encourage the creation of a more diverse and innovative gaming experience. Show them how hardcore you are. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment sharing an indie game you enjoyed to help spread the word. And remember to subscribe for more content, follow me on Twitch for live streams, and always make time for games.